Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. And today, in this class, we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to need a lot of interaction from students here in the class. We are going to attempt to write a couple of emails in a formal business style. Now, we're going to do that by using a quick and easy, nifty little email template. And we're going to talk about it as we create these emails. So I'll do a screen share and we'll talk about the emails and then we'll construct a couple together. So anybody who joins the class, if you have a particular email that you want to do, an inquiry or a business reply, these are the type of emails that you would send to a business, frankly, a more formal style. We're going to look at some very typical phrases. Frankly, really, English business emails are you see the same very typical sentences and structures over and over again. So that's why I'm teaching this class using a template. So start thinking about an idea and we'll pick sentences from our template to construct an email. And we'll make up some details as we go along. If we need to, or you can give me real details that you might use in a typical email that you might send. All right, let me get started. Let me welcome some students to the class and do a little bit of a mic check. Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. Always a pleasure. Hello, Emerson. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Terrific. Glad to hear it. Welcome to the class. Hi, Emmanuel. Hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Welcome to the class. Loud and clear. Hello, Cesar.
Hello, teacher. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Hi there. Welcome to the class.
Thanks.
And Javier is with us. Hi, Javier. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Oakley, how are you?
I'm pretty good today. I'm actually doing very well.
Good.
It's a nice day. Feeling good. Feeling healthy. It's good. Thank you.
Cool. Cool.
Cool. All right. And hello, Robinson. Welcome to the class.
Hello, teacher. Thank you. Thank you for.
Nice to have you back. Oh, here's a long-lost student. Welcome to the class, Carvalho. Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher. How are you doing?
I'm good. How have you been?
I'm also good.
Great. Haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you back in class. All right. Okay, lady and gentlemen. Still a little room in the class if anybody wants to join. In addition, I need to point out Verbling chat box is not really working, for me at least, within the class. So we're going to be using the group chat, the Google Hangouts group chat. If I have extra information or you want to type a question, we're over there. There's Cesar. Okay, very good. Thanks, Cesar. Testing.
That's right.
Very nice. Okay, so we'll be using that. All right, I'm going to throw a template up on the screen here. Actually, before I do, let's begin at the beginning. Heidi, get us started. What is the first part of an email called? What is the necessary first part that you need to have?
Part and the person to whom direct the email.
Right. This part of the email is called the salutation, and you're absolutely correct, and you're answering the question I asked of you. But one point I have to make before you get to the actual email, of course. Obviously, you have to send it to somebody and CC anybody who's necessary. But also, do not forget if you to write a formal email. It is really quite necessary that you have a subject. I've worked for a couple companies. If you forgot to write a subject, you would be penalized. You would have to throw $1 into the group fund, and then at the end of the month, we would buy pizzas with all the people's money that forgot to write a subject header for their emails. Kind of a punishment. Anyway, you might try that in your own business. It's highly effective. After 2 or 3 months, you don't get many pizzas. In any case, make sure you have a subject. It looks extremely unprofessional to have no subject in an email, in a formal email. So remember that. Heidi is correct. Salutation. Now I'll throw my template up here and talk about the salutation we want to use. Hang on just a sec. Okay, the salutation. Now, all right. If you know who you're writing to, which hopefully you do, and by the way, if there's a way to figure out directly who you're going to be speaking to, then of course the best possible salutation is Dear Mr. Smith or Dear Ms. Dearborn, whatever. That's the best possible answer. Yeah, okay. Emmanuel, yeah, the file is in Verbling in the class description. Hang on a second. I'll get that for you. Wait a minute. What is going on with that? Is this it? Okay, hang on. Oops. All right. I think you can get the file here.
Yeah, it was in the description of the
Yeah, here it is.
description of
Anyway.
the class.
Right.
Thanks, teacher. Sorry for my.
No problem.
Sorry
No
for
biggie.
to the pay attention. For not pay attention. Sorry.
It's okay. Not a problem. Anyway, if anybody else missed it, there it is. I got it for you. Okay, so the best possible answer is to know who you're actually sending the email to and include their name. That's the best in the best of all worlds. Of course, we all know if you're making an inquiry, a company you don't know, or you're writing for as a complaint or follow-up, you may not know. Best in that case, dear sir or madam, or to whom it may concern, is considered to be okay, frankly. Now we get to the next part, which is the body, or the body paragraph. Now, this kind of depends on what you're trying to do. What is their purpose? Emerson, give me a clue. What do we want to do today? What type of email do we want to do? Do we want to make an inquiry? Do we want to write a thank you, a formal thank you? Do we want to set up a meeting? What might we want to accomplish? And if you have a real example, that would be even better.
Ask to work is correct. Looking for work to email by or invitation.
Okay. All right. An inquiry for a job opening.
Oh yes.
Right. There we go. Okay. Let me actually inquiry for a job opening. That's a good example. All right, terrific. There we go. Okay, let's get started. Now, we're gonna be looking at the template. We're gonna write ourselves an email, and then we'll do it again with maybe a different reason. By then, we will have seen some of the phrases. So, zip. I'm gonna skip way down here to start our email. All right. To whom it may concern. Of course, don't want a bullet point there. You need to put a comma after your salutation. Double space is more acceptable. Now, let's start looking at our body paragraph template. Now, if the situation allows it, if you're writing back to someone, you can and should acknowledge that you know them with some kind of phrase. I hope all is well with you. Or if it's a reply, thank you for your prompt response. Something to acknowledge that you know the person. Of course, in this situation, Emerson has given us, this is an initial inquiry, so we don't know anybody. So this would be stupid. Okay, you don't want to do this. If you're replying now, this would be the proper thing to do. Some kind of sentence to acknowledge that you have an existing relationship. Possibly, okay, thank you for your assistance with. Okay. All right, help. I am pleased to inform you. All right, maybe we'll do more than one email, so keep these in mind. I'm writing to give you some details. You're providing information. I'm pleased to inform you. I'm writing to give you some details. Possibly we have considerable amount of experience in this field, and we can help you out. All right, that's for a certain, for a response. These are also common. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention with reference to our phone conversation. This is very common. Actually, you should just remember this. With reference to, or actually, these are classics in business writing. In regards to whatever, your inquiry, whoops, can't spell. In regards to your inquiry, in regards to your email, our phone call, etc., etc., etc. If you're writing in response. Now, Emerson, you wanted to write it for a job. Now, here you go. Do you think it's possible to use this to start off with? Now, if you're responding to an internet advertisement or newspaper or whatever, some kind of posted job announcement.
With reference to our advertisement.
There you go. Well, let's try that. Let's imagine. We're gonna have to do a little imagining. Sure. Okay. So. All right. Let's try that. Let's see if we can make a sentence. Let's use this one. Throw it into our email. This will work.
I mail to confirm the interview example.
Well, okay, if you're confirming an interview, but this is an initial, excuse my bad English. This is an initial email. So, okay, let's try this. Let's try making a sentence here. All right, let's imagine there was a job announcement on a website on the internet. Okay, so how would we write this? All right, let's do this together. Okay, let's see who's here. There's some jumping around here. Oh, Emmanuel's gone. I was just going to ask him. Okay, hi Max. Welcome to the class.
I'm here, teacher.
Oh, you are? Where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Emmanuel. Okay, Emmanuel, help me out here. To whom it may concern, with reference to, now how could I write this sentence?
With reference to our advertisement, could be.
Okay, but you're writing about their advertisement, so.
Okay, your
Okay.
to your advertisement.
All right. And here we're going to have to make something up.
What is hereby at this moment? Sorry. I hereby confirm.
Okay, with reference to your advertisement, you should say where the advertisement is, so they know what you're talking about. Okay.
On Facebook or GoDaddy.
Oh, okay. Oh, GoDaddy. I was going to put. All right. Okay. With reference to your advertisement. Okay. On your Facebook page. Okay. Sure. We could do that. Facebook. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to write Facebook. I don't want to get sued. Kidding. I don't care. All right. All right, so here we go. With reference to your advertisement on your Facebook page, now what? Dun, dun, dun. Actually, we might as well just do this. What do I need? Okay, go ahead.
Comma.
Thank you.
I hereby confirm my disponibility. Is okay.
I hereby confirm my what?
My how do you say?
Or come offer me to the job. Something else.
I'm able. How to say?
My interest. Okay.
Interest.
Let me help you out here, guys. With reference to your advertisement on our Facebook page, your Facebook page, okay, how about this? I would like to inquire. Okay, whoops. God, I can't spell today.
It's okay to say with reference to your advertisement on your Facebook page. I would like to say to you who say that I am my availability is okay. Availability.
My availability. Okay, you're jumping a little bit ahead of the gun here. Okay, especially if you're doing an inquiry for a job. First, I'll tell you what, these HR people that are going to be receiving this email are getting 50 of these every day, so they want to know exactly how to categorize you. You need to help them out so they can help you out. So for a job actually for anything, in your first initial sentence, just don't get too fancy. Just boldly but formally say exactly what you want. What is your intention?
That's true. That's true. Am I able to work?
Okay. Well, okay, I'll show you what I was going to write, and then you can give me other suggestions. I would like to inquire if give me a position. Anybody. Position of Head custodian. Okay, there we go. I'll make something up.
There is an example.
Yeah, it's just an example, of course. You can
All right.
position of anything here, you know, whatever. Position of whatever was still available. Those words I always forget. Now, okay. Basically, without get rid of this bracket here. All right. Basically, essentially, what I want to get across to you guys is just come out and say it right away. They're dealing with who God knows how many emails every day, and they want to get right to the point. They're gonna have other people trying to sell them things, and they just want to delete that email immediately. If they have a need, such a need, then you know they're going to be interested in your email. So don't waste their time, because a lot of times advertisers will beat around the bush and won't say what they want immediately. They may delete that before they ever find out. They just won't care. Okay. This is excellent. All right. So how could I do this? I would like to try an alternate sentence. If there was no advertisement, dun dun dun, how could you do a job inquiry? This works very well with reference to your advertisement and GoDaddy.com and reference to your advertisement in the Washington Post, whatever. This works very well. What if there is no reference and you're making a blind inquiry? You have no idea. Let's see. Cesar, you have any suggestions? What could we do?
No, teacher, I don't have suggestions about that.
You don't? Okay. All right, that's fine. Javier, do you have any suggestions about how to do that? How we might go about doing that?
Sorry, Oakley, I have a question.
Yeah, go, please.
Yes, as I see, the writing is very formal for this example. I want to know if we can use contractions in this kind of writing.
No, because it's formal.
Here's my answer. No.
Okay.
Don't do Change the teacher.
I got it.
That's an extremely good point. Also, I don't want. Please don't write things. Don't write things like this either. Send me some info. All right. Hey, yo, dude, send me some info. Like, wow.
Go fuck yourself.
Come on now. You gotta settle down now. Okay, you gotta. No, please, full form. Please do not use contractions. Please do not use abbreviated forms. Okay. Right. Thank you for bringing that up, actually.
You're welcome.
It needed to be said. Okay. Now, if you don't have a reference, it's not in regards to something. This is a blind or open letter that you haven't made any inquiries. You haven't seen any reference to a job. How are you going to introduce what you want from them? Okay. Okay.
I want to know the details about the job.
Okay.
I would like to know the details about the job.
Okay. Always use instead of I would like to know. All right. Better to say I would like to inquire.
Yeah.
If there
could we use, instead of if whether?
do you use what? Say again.
Instead of if, whether.
Yeah, you can, but if you use whether, I would like to inquire whether there are any open positions or not. You're going to have to include the or not. Yeah, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. It's another option. But I actually think that's less formal than just a simple if clause. If there are any open, okay, positions in the custodial field. You guys know what a custodian is?
No.
No? Okay. I'm kind of being silly by doing that. Custodian is another name for custodian is a janitor, somebody who cleans the hallways and cleans the bathrooms in a like a school or university or in any in a factory, whatever. They're basically the cleaning crew for a large organization or a large something like that.
I thought it was about it's like a guard because in my language custodian is another thing. It sounds like
Yeah.
a guard.
Okay. Oh, guard. Yeah, no. Right, I understand that. A custodian actually in English can mean that as well. He is the custodian of the Queen of England's crown. So he's in charge of guarding the Queen of England's crown. So yeah, I can understand your confusion. Okay. All right. So maybe if we have a reference, great. If we don't, fine. Something like this. What's next? Robinson's gone. Let me say quick hello to Elias. Hi, Elias. How are you?
I'm great today, teacher. And you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Nice to hear
Okay.
from you. Okay, let me talk to you in a second. I'll bother you in a second. Carvalho. All right, we've got our initial sentence. We've stated our purpose. What now? Do you think? What would be appropriate? What is our purpose? What do we want to do? Then we can talk about the actual sentence. Carvalho, are you there?
Teacher, I'm thinking about that.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
was-
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. There might be something. Here's a clue. Dum dum dum.
We have a considerable.
Instead of we, how about
Okay, I
Yeah.
have a
Your abilities, isn't it?
your abilities or your qualifications? Even better.
Your qualifications.
Right? Why are you applying for this job? So first of all, what? What the hell are you writing this email for? And secondly, all right, let me just okay.
Because I'm
What is
good
your
at
purpose?
cleaning things.
What is the purpose? First of all, okay, and then why? Why are you writing this email? You know, why does this make sense for you to write this email? Okay, this is a catch-all sentence.
I
But
had been working for a company.
there you go. Yes. Okay. This is important in academic or any kind of formal anything. Whether you're writing an academic essay or a business proposal or anything else, it's very important to introduce information. So before you get into the details, which is where Emmanuel or whoever just spoke is trying to go, and yes, I want to get there, please introduce it. I have a considerable amount of experience in this field. You're going to talk about your experience. This, therefore, is a topic sentence. This would be a new paragraph. Okay? This very short, the first paragraph, very short. Just maybe one sentence to state your purpose. Okay. Now, all right, let's see if we can make up a couple of sentences about our extensive experience. Considerable, extensive, again, more formal adjectives. What kind of baloney can we make up here about our experience in the custodial field? Let's see, Carvalho, I didn't really give you a chance. Carvalho, can you make up a sentence about his experience?
Okay, teacher. I have a considerable amount of experience in this field. I have been working
Yes, very good.
for 5 years
Okay.
as a pharmaceutical, for example.
Okay. Well, that would be as a pharmacist.
Pharmacist, okay.
I can spell that. You have to give me a word that's hard to spell. I got it. Okay, couple things. All right, I've been working for 5 years. Notice I spelled out 5. It is okay to just write 5. That's not okay. I mentioned the contractions and the abbreviations, but it is perfectly okay to write a number. Actually, that kind of speeds up the reading, and that's all right. Let me show you something else. At CDC Inc. Okay, wait a minute. What I need to do here, I need to tell you, if I ever use an acronym, letters, capital letters, you should say what it is. Whoops, I didn't put my period after Inc. Okay. Crazy Drug Company, Incorporated. Okay. You need to do this. You need to have parentheses and define what you're saying. The first time, if you mention it again in the text of your formal email, you can just use the acronym. It is acceptable to use an acronym like this. This is very normal, especially if you're writing a technical email. So many technical things, of course. You know, programmer language. Oh, you know, it's full of acronyms. Go ahead, use the acronym, define it by using parentheses, and then from then on, in the body, the rest of your email, you can just use the acronym, and it's fine. Okay. Probably it's a good idea to maybe make 2 points. Here's a very, very basic rule for both academic and formal business writing. If you're making you're going to introduce a paragraph with a broad, just introducing the topic of the paragraph, a broad-based sentence, and then specific details. Shoot for goal. You know, this is just my advice now. There's no rule here, all right? Just my advice from me to you. Try to give 2 points to support that initial kind of topic or introductory sentence.
Teacher, what is INC?
INC, oh, that's incorporated. It's just standard Now notice I didn't bother to do that. I didn't bother to fix incorporated because that's just an extremely well-known abbreviation in the business world. So Inc. Very, LDL. If it's part of something like that, you don't really have to change that. Javier, excellent question. Phrasal verbs should be avoided too is correct. Try if there's okay. Instead of, that's why, okay, where were we? All right. I would prefer to use inquire instead of ask about. Ask about would be very informal. Okay, anywhere where you have a verb, if you have a choice, if you know a one-word verb as opposed to a two-word or phrasal verb, instead of put off a meeting, you should write, I need to postpone the meeting on December 3rd. Things like that. Is it possible to... sometimes it's not possible, I need to move... Is it possible to move forward the meeting on December 27th? How else are you going to say that? Sometimes you have no choice but to use phrasal verbs, so don't sweat it too much. Okay, so maybe a couple points here. All right. I graduated with a master's degree in janitorial science.
What is janitorial science, teacher?
It's some crazy nonsense that I just made up from MIT. There we go. Yeah, boy. All right. There you go. And then, of course, I would have to write out Massachusetts Institute of Technology, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, a couple sentences. Where do we go from here, Max? All right, I've stated what I want. I'm making a job. I've made my salutation, stated exactly what I want from whoever's reading this. I said why I want it. All right. What am I going to do now, Max?
I'm expecting your prompt action at the time you make this.
Get on it. You need to hire me right now, or I'll kill your mother.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be horrible. Okay, but you're not that far off, Max. Actually. Okay, if it's a job inquiry, okay. First of all, if it was a job inquiry, you're probably going to say, well, you're probably going to, in a new sentence, you're going to add additional information, but information like something like this maybe. I think you're getting a little bit ahead of things. I have attached my
CV resume.
CV or / resume. In most of the world, it's a CV. Okay, Americans call it a resume. Just so you know.
What difference? Nothing.
Nothing. They're essentially the same. What's that, Max? Sorry.
I've heard something like the person who work in the science professional, they wrote CV.
Or professionals.
Yeah, professional, doctors.
Right.
Some
lawyers, about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to some degree. Yeah. I think to some degree that's true. But overall, frankly, okay, I'm not a doctor, but I lived in America for a long, long time, and when I I'm currently living in the Philippines. When I first came here, I had no idea what a CV was. They asked for my CV. Oh, what? Thought it was something to do with like my blood pressure or something. You want my what? Do I have to take off my clothes? I didn't even know what it was. All right, that's my own ignorance. But in America, you never hear this word ever. And I worked as a chef. I applied as a business administrator. I had some pretty professional jobs, and nobody asked me for a CV ever. So anyway, I've attached my CV resume below. Okay. Notice I'm not getting too fancy with my adjectives in any of this. All right, considerable. All right, there's a couple, but just it's pretty straightforward. If you get too crazy with adjectives and adverbs, it's pretty much sounds like you're selling something, and that's kind of a turnoff. I have attached my CV resume below. Something maybe also additional references are available. Something like this, by or on request. Either way, it's okay. Sure. Something like that. And maybe something about when you're available for, or how you're available for an interview. So via, I don't know, via Skype or in person. You know, something about how you're available for interviews. Maybe you're going to be in that particular town, or you're traveling to that country, or whatever during a particular time. So time and dates, or when you're available to do an interview, like in person, might be good. This is quite basic. Okay, but really short and to the point. If frankly, if the HR person needs a head custodian, they see, okay, you meet the minimum requirements, 5 years prior experience and a degree, which is, frankly, those are the two main points. There's a reason I put these things, okay, in this particular email, because for a job interview, every HR person is going to know the minimum basic requirements they need. You have that. You didn't waste any of their time. You went straight to the point. Frankly, they'll open the CV. A letter like this, a job inquiry, the only purpose is to get them to look at your CV. And then from there, frankly, the only purpose of the CV is to get them to talk to you in an interview. So that's it. Basically, in business writing or formal writing, straight to the point and get them to do what you want them to do as quickly as possible. Long emails are just useless in business. No one's going to read it all anyway. They're going to skim it, or they're going to ignore it. Okay, now here we are. Okay, this is my entire point of this email, is to get them to click on the CV and open that thing up. That is actually my entire purpose behind this. My purpose, not their purpose, but my purpose. Their purpose is to get a head custodian. How am I going to end this? Okay. All right. Here are some multi-purpose different sentences and phrases we can use. I appreciate your assistance. Very nice. Would it be possible for you to, here we go, this is a good one. Nice, polite inquiry. Would it be possible for you to let me know if there were any job openings, assist me, inform me, give me further information about job openings in your company, about ordering your product, about very nice catch-all sentence you can use for multiple purposes here, and nice and polite. Okay. Okay. Now, something we haven't talked about in a formal email. Very important. Okay, Elias, do you have any idea what I mean when I say tone of an email? Tone. What am I talking about? Well, Elias, any idea? There's a couple things.
Is the form of the email?
Well, okay. I'm talking about a couple things. Is it formal or informal?
It's formal.
Okay, we're talking in a formal tone. But not only that, there's an additional. What is my tone as far as like human emotions? Is this an apology letter? Am I apologizing for something stupid my company did? Is this a very respectful letter? Am I requesting something? So it would have to be, respectful letter would be some form of request. Apologetic would obviously be an apology. Yeah, you're right. What we're working on right now is definitely, it's a request. The tone should be respectful and formal. You may be writing a complaint letter. Your tone, even though it's a formal letter, may be demanding. Kind of like Max was being demanding, such as in a complaint. Okay, so not only is our tone formal or informal, but we also need to really consider our tone as far as, if we were speaking, it would be our tone of voice. We use that phrase in English. Why are you speaking to me in that tone of voice? All right, an angry tone of voice, or I'm very sorry about what happened. We use tone in speaking. We also use tone in writing. So, Elias, you're absolutely correct. What we're working on now is a request. But here, I wanted to say that because we're looking at examples of, we're starting to get to the close of the letter. What do you think this tone is, Elias? I would appreciate if this could be taken care of promptly. What do you think?
That's not appropriate to finish an email.
What's that?
This tone that you say,
yes,
is not appropriate because it's you.
No.
You have your idea very formal, and if you say it in this tone, close your email, maybe you can don't have the result that you need.
Of course not, because this is basically a demanding tone. All right, this is the tone you would close an email that you were complaining. You did not receive some product. Your product was damaged.
You have to give me this job. Anyway, I will kill you.
Yeah, right. You can't do that, right? Okay. On the other hand, guys, sometimes if you're writing an email for somebody to fix something wrong, you better be demanding, because they're not going to pay attention to you. You have a contract and they've broken the contract, or they're late, or something has happened. You should remain formal, but darn well be demanding. Absolutely. Much more respectful here. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing back from you. All right. Now, this is very appropriate for our email, something like this. This works very well. Very similar. I appreciate your assistance and look forward to hearing back from you. Oh, I know, there's a mistake there. Do not hesitate to contact me for further. This is another catch-all. Do not hesitate to contact me for further information, questions, assistance, inquiries, references, and so on.
What's it?
Yeah.
Hesitate.
Hesitate. Hesitate is, if you hesitate, it means you wait briefly. Okay, if a forward on the soccer pitch, if you're playing football and the forward hesitates before he shoots, the goalie, that gives the goalie time to get into position. So he who hesitates is lost, as we say in English. Don't hesitate. Okay, but this do not hesitate. This is very formal phrasing. Do not hesitate to contact me further instead of to ask, much more formal. Frankly, I might combine a couple of these. There's absolutely no reason you can't do this, and this would be very, very normal. Okay. Basically, in this part, you're going to thank, or maybe thank them, maybe demand something from them if it's that type of email. There's no reason that you couldn't combine a couple of these. I personally would definitely do this for further information. Absolutely, you want to always leave the door open in business emails for further communication. So this is absolutely very standardized. You'll see this over and over and over and over again.
What happened, teacher, if I write do not doubt to contact me for further information?
That sounds weird. Do not doubt.
Doubt.
That doesn't
Sounds
really
awkward.
work. Sounds very awkward. It does. And again, that's why I kind of presented this material to you guys today with a template, because these are quite standardized phrases. They're not original, but you know what? In formal business writing, you're not creative writing. You're not trying to get on the bestsellers list of the New York Times. You're trying to present your information quick, straightforwardly, get in, get out, and you're done. So that the other people are business people too. By doing this, you are being respectful of their time. You're not wasting their time with a lot of extra information. You're showing respect to them. This is good. They will be more receptive to your communications because you're being respectful of them, frankly. Okay, Javier has a suggestion. If you have any doubt, please don't hesitate to contact me. In certain situations, Javier, that could be useful. If you have any doubt about the outcome or any doubt about purchasing our product, for specific circumstances, that could work. Yeah. Okay, come all the way around, and now back to Heidi. What do we need now? Now we're at the end, and Heidi, you started it with the salutation. Heidi, can you end it? What do we need? Heidi, are you there?
Like spin theory.
Excuse me. I'm sorry?
Sincerely or
A what? A century?
Naturally?
sin
Sincerely. Sincerely.
Sincerely. Oh, sincerely. Sincerely. Oh, you're a syllable stress. Sincerely should be second syllable. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. We're looking for a closing. Okay, now closing. Frankly,
Regard.
any of these are okay, but frankly,
I think you
I'm a guy, and I sound a little. If I say yours truly, it sounds like I want to have a romance.
yours
So,
faithful is much better, I think.
it's a matter of personal preference. My personal preference is best regards. I just think it sounds much more professional, neutral. I don't like sincerely. Frankly, with a closing, as you write more and more emails, you get in a habit, and you tend to use the same closing every time. Best regards is definitely, for me anyway, my opinion, more all around, all purpose. And since I get in a habit of writing a lot of emails, I prefer this one. Sincerely is really the older one, the standardized older closing. I don't particularly like it because sincerely means honestly. I'm not lying to you, really. That's if anything, that sounds insincere. Especially if I'm writing if I'm trying to get somebody to buy something from me. Okay, I am a great teacher, and you will love my classes. Sincerely, Oakley. Really, I'm telling you the truth. Honest. If somebody selling you something says honest, truthfully, I'm telling you the truth, then you know they're lying. Yours faithfully, to be faithful in English means to not cheat on your wife. So if you're a faithful husband, you don't sleep with other women. I don't like that. I don't know why anybody I'm doing business with has to know if I'm faithful to my wife or not. Okay? And yours truly is basically, if you're true to someone, it's the same thing. You're faithful. So I don't particularly like these. Strangely, but I'm a male, I'm a guy, and I'm, very guy-like. If I see any of these from a female writer, I don't think twice about it. It seems normal for me. But regardless, any of these will work. Any of these will be fine. And it's a matter of personal choice. Well, there you go. There's our letter. We just sent an inquiry about a job. Any final questions before we
Teacher,
close up
could you
the job?
share the document, please?
As it is?
Could you share the email, please? What we did in the class.
What we did in class?
Yeah, please.
Okay. If you want to take a picture of it, I can't really load it up anywhere. Unless, of course, if you ever want me to do something like this, you can take pictures. If you ever want me to do something like that, you can contact me through the message system in Verbling, and then I know, and then I can just, hey, could you send me that document? And I can. So yeah, I'll save it, and if you wanna, there you go. If you want it, contact me. Just say hello. You can do that anytime. I'm cool with that, and I'll save it the way it is, and sure, I'll shoot it to you. And the Verbling message system. Okay?
Teacher.
Good enough?
Thanks, teacher.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, I've saved it.
luck.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Let me see.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
The next
Bye-bye,
class.
everybody.
See you
All right.
next.